Now, one of our friends, Alex King Nartey, of the Ghana National Fire Service, he put something up there. He has made an official complaint to the police, but I want to share the full story with you. This is on his Facebook page. It says, the full story of my abuse by 3 plainclothes officers who identified themselves as CID officers of the Ghana Police Service. On March 5, I was with Fosuhene Frederick at Palace Mall for a shoot. So I was not in uniform, but had my service radio handset with me all the while. We got there quite earlier, so I decided to get some wachi beside the flower pot overhead and even asked for the prices of floor stickers at a nearby shop. After eating, Fosuhene Fred and I were returning to Palace Mall. We got to the zebra crossing to cross the road along with about 2 other pedestrians. It's a 2-lane, so one vehicle stopped for us to cross. Just as we were crossing, a pickup with partial plate number ** 2991-24. We couldn't get the prefix of the number, with 3 men in braids speeding towards the zebra crossing. As we tried to cross, they almost hit us at the zebra crossing, prompting an angry reaction from me, questioning why they were speeding despite the other car stopping for us to cross. The men got angry and told me to get away. In an insulting tone, I also replied them to get away, prompting a brief confrontation. The man at the front passenger seat, who looked to be in his mid to late 40s, got down from the car, charging towards me as if to beat me. The driver, also a young man looking guy in dreads, also charged at me, held my t-shirt by the neck while pushing and shoving me, telling me that they were taking me away. I asked them who and where they are taking me to, but they ignored my question despite repeating to them that I am an officer. Then I saw the third occupant also come close to me with an assault rifle over me. Now, he has reported to the police quite long. He's written a statement, but show the pictures. Show the pictures of how a fellow officer was abused by others claiming to be an officer. A fellow officer abused. And I thought that as a country, we had gone beyond some of these things. I thought that as a country, we have gone beyond this. This could happen to, a senior officer. What about Kuzo Tiani and Noble Crosby Annan or Johnny Hughes or 62 or Ulo? I always tell people that when you get an opportunity to wear a uniform, you must remember that it is the respect that we all have for the uniform. That is why nobody can abuse you. So he had ultrascan, abdominal ultrascan, etc. And I'm saying that if this could happen to an officer, what about us, the civilians? It's a simple question to ask. And people forget that they will not wear the uniform forever. At some point, they will retire. At some point, they will retire. And it behoves on, and I say, look, there are professional police people, and there are some of them who just do things anyhow. I have stood here and spoken about Chief Superintendent of Fair and his men at the police headquarters. I've spoken about Armstrong and a couple of them. Very professional policemen. And there are some of them too who do things anyhow. If indeed they are policemen, then they have not conducted themselves well. Why, is it not the same police MTTD that tells us that when we get to the zebra crossing, we should slow down when we see people there? Is it not the same police that tells us that? Is the police no longer our friend? It's a simple question. Oh. This is was done to a sister a sister security service personnel. And it is not just anybody. I'm talking about the PRO of the Ghana National Fire Service. So, let me leave it here, because I could say more than what I have to say. Let me leave it here. Tomorrow we shall continue.